Hello students. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the what is the protocol, then the service offered by the protocol layer, and detailed study about the OSI layer architecture. So today we will discuss about the TCP/IP layer architecture. So first, the OSI model we have just looked at just a reference or logical model. So it was designed to describe the function of the communication system by dividing the communication procedure into the smaller and simple components. But when we talk about the TCP/IP model, it was designed and developed by Department of Defense in 1960s, and it is based on the standard protocol. So its standards for transmission control protocol or internet protocol. So the TCP/IP model is a concept version of the OSI model, and it has the 5 layers. But the first 4 layer provide the physical standards, network interface, and internetworking and transport functions that correspond to the first 4 layer of the OSI model. And these 4 layers are represented in the TCP model by a single layer. It is called the application layer. So now let's see each layer in detail. But first, application layer is allow access to the network resources. Then the next layer is the transport layer. It will provide the reliable process to the process message delivery, and it will provide the error data free delivery. Then the next layer is the internet layer. It moves the packet from source to destination and to provide the internet working. And the lower layer network interface, it will responsible for the transmission of the between two devices on the same network. So here we can see that in this diagram, OSI reference model and TCP IP layers. So application layer, presentation layer, and session layer. Here application layer is include the application, presentation, and session layer, then transport layer, and network and data link layer and physical layer in OSI layer model. Then in the TCP/IP model, network interface, network layer, then transport layer or application layer. These are the main 4 layers in the TCP/IP layers. So first we will see detail in the application layer. So it is the topmost layer in the TCP/IP model, and it will responsible for handling the high level protocols or issues or representation. And this layer allow user to interact with the application. Here the like 3 layers of the OSI model, top 3 layers of the OSI model, application, presentation, and session layer. It will responsible for the node to node communication and control for user interface specification. Some of the protocols present here like HTTPS, HTTP, FTP, SMTP, and Telnet. Here every application cannot be placed in the single application layer, and except those who interact with the communication system. Here for example, text editor cannot be considered in the application layer while we are using the web browser using the HTTP protocol to interact with the network, where HTTP protocol is an application layer protocol. Now let's see some protocol. HTTP and HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol. So it is used by the World Wide Web to manage the communication between the web browsers and server. And HTTPS stands for the HTTP secure. So it is the combination of the HTTP with SSL, like secure socket layer. So it is efficient in case where the browser needs to be fill out the forms like sign in or authentication and carry out the bank transactions. Now, next protocol is the simple mail transfer protocol. So it supports the email services. Then next protocol is the file transfer protocol. So it is used for transmitting the files from one computer to another. And terminal network protocol. So it is established the connection between the local computer and remote computer in such way that the local terminal appear to be at the remote system. Like SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, and file transfer protocol, study in detail in the next chapter. Now, next protocol is the transport layer protocol. Now, next protocol is the transport layer protocol, or it will say that host to host layer. So this layer is to transport layer of the OSI model. So it will be responsible for the end-to-end communication. It will send the error-free delivery of the data. So it sends the upper layer application from the complexities of the data. So it is designed to allow the peer-to-peer entities on the source and destination host to carry on the conversation. So it will be responsible for the reliability, flow control, and correction of the data which is sent being on the network. So there are the main two protocols present in this layer. First one is the transmission control protocol, and second one is the UDP protocol. Now let's see in detail. First, transmission control protocol. So it is known to provide the reliable and error-free communication between the system, and it allows the connection-oriented protocol that allow the byte stream on one machine to be delivered without the error any other machine in the network. So it performs the sequencing and segmentation of the data, and it also has a acknowledgement feature. So it can control the flow of the data through the flow control mechanism, and it is the very effective protocol, but has a not a lot of overhead due to the such features, and increase the overhead leads the increase the cost. So like at the destination side or the receiving TCP process, it will reassemble the received message into the output stream, and it is also handle the flow control to make the fast sender cannot swamp the slower receiver with the more message than it can handle. Then next, UDP protocol. On the other hand, it does not provide any such a feature, so it is the Go protocol if your application does not require reliable transport as at very cost. So effective, unlike the TCP, which is the connection oriented protocol, UDP is the connection less protocol. Now next is the network layer or internet layer. So an internet layer is the second layer of the TCP IP model. It is also known as the internet layer or network layer. So this layer parallels the function of the OSI network layer, and it defines the protocol which are responsible for the logical transmission of the data over the entire network. So the main responsibility of this layer is to send the packet from any network, and they arrive at the destination irrespective of the any route to take. So the main protocol residing at this layer like IP protocol, then ICMP protocol, Internet Control Message Protocol, and ARP protocol, Address Resolution Protocol. Now let's see this protocol in detail. First, IP protocol. So it will be stand for Internet Protocol, and it's responsible for delivering the packets from source host to destination host by looking at the IP address in the packet header. So IP has the two versions like IPv4 and IPv6. And IPv4 is the one that most of the website are used currently. But IPv6 is going as the number of the IPv6 address are limited in the number when they compared to number of users. The next protocol is Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP. So it is encapsulated within the IP datagrams, and it is the responsible for providing host with information about the network problem. So it is used by the host or routers to send a notification regarding the datagram problems or back to the sender. And then third one is the address resolution protocol. So it will stand for the address resolution protocol, and its job to find the hardware address of host from non-IP address. So ARP has a several types like reserve ARP, proxy ARP, and inverse ARP. And it is used to find the physical address in the form of the IP address. So now next layer is the network interface layer, or it will be called as the network access layer. So this layer correspond to combination of the data link layer and physical layer of the OSI model, and it look out of the hardware addressing, and the protocols present in this layer allow for the physical transmission of the data. So it is the lowest layer of the TCP/IP model, and it is the combination of the physical layer and data link layer. So it defines the how the data should be sent physically through the network. And this layer main responsibility for the transmission of the data between the two devices on the same network. And the function is carried out by this layer, like encapsulating the IP data grams into the frames, and it will be transmitted by the network for mapping the IP address into the physical address. And the protocols are used by this layer like Ethernet, token ring, fiber distributed data transfer, and frame relay for packet switching in the wide area network. Now let's see comparison between the OSI model and TCP/IP model. So first, OSI model is developed by the ISO International Standard Organization, and TCP/IP model is developed by the Advanced Research. Then OSI model is the reference model, and TCP/IP model is the implemented model. Then OSI model is the generic model that is based upon the functionalities of the each layer, and TCP model is the protocol oriented standard. Now next point is the OSI model has a three concept like namely services, interfaces, and protocols, whereas TCP/IP protocol does not have a clear distinction between these three. And now next point is the OSI model gives the guidelines on how communication need to be done, whereas TCP/IP protocol layout standard on which the internet will be developed. Then next feature provided by the OSI model is it was developed first, and then the protocols in each layer will be developed. Then TCP/IP suite, the protocols were developed first and the model was developed. Then OSI model has the 7 layers. First, application layer, topos layer, then presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Whereas looking at the side of the TCP/IP model, it has the mainly 4 layers. Like first one is the application layer, second one is the transport layer, and third one is the internet layer, and fourth one is the network access layer. Now, during this chapter 1, we have seen first of all what is the computer network. It will connected with each other. Then advantages of computer network. Then application of computer network. Then the what are the types of computer network? Like we have seen that LAN, MAN, and wide area network in the computer network. Then what is the internet? So we have studied internet is the network or infinite number of connected computers across the world. Then we have also seen what is the protocol. So protocol is the nothing but it is the set of rules. Then what is the network age? So it is the like the whole host and system, and it will be the edge router. And then next what is the network core? So in this circuit switch and packet switch we have seen. Then what are the transmission media available in networking? So we have seen guided wired and unguided wireless. Then what are the network topologies? We have studied bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology, tree topology, and hybrid topology. Then after we have also studied the protocols layers. There are mainly two well-known protocols available. First one is the OSI layer and second one is the TCP/IP layer. Then we have also these term study like delay, loss, and throughput in the network. Okay, thank you.